Okay, I'm just doing an update from the last time I shot a video. I've got, actually this is kind of funny, I've got a little bean plant coming up in the middle here, excuse me, cantaloupe coming up, but I planted morning glories. These morning glories right here, I planted those, and they're growing faster than my cantaloupe. So I put a screwdriver on them to push them down, and then a piece of rubber hose just so some sunlight can get in there so they can pop up above. I've got morning glories around tomatoes down this row. Should make for some nice flowers. They kind of like to vine out a little tiny bit. But yeah, it all looks pretty good. You can see after about 3 to 4 weeks they're quite taking over. Obviously these are the morning glory, little tomatoes in there. They're kind of getting their ass kicked from sunlight because there's so many morning glory leaves. I should cut them with a scissor. That tomato looks better because there's less flowers planted around it. What I should have done is waited before I planted these little flowers around until they were probably this big right here. Probably should have waited a month. The idea was to grow tomatoes up here 3, 4, well, probably like 4.5 feet tall, and then have flowers around the base. Got some carrots over there I dropped in that one at the very end. We'll see how those turn out. And then on this side, let me pull my cord up for my web camera. These are USB extension cords, are cool. Obviously there's a tomato plant here. These are radishes, these big leaves. Just seeing what I could do there. And put radishes in that one too. And then I had a seed that didn't work out here. I think it was an artichoke. So I've dropped I think I dropped a zucchini or a cantaloupe seed in there. Oh, hold on, I put it out here. Yeah, cantaloupe. And I just did that tonight, so I don't expect to see anything there for a couple of weeks. And you know what? I'm just not sure what this plant is yet. I think it's a zucchini, a yellow zucchini or yellow squash. And then coming around here, that is a broccoli. And then around the outside of them, what you're seeing is I just dumped a half a pack of seeds of mint in there because they're so small. And I just dumped a whole bunch in there too, and thought it'd be kind of nice to have a nice minty smell in here with everything else. And then this is my Venus flytrap. I know it looks pathetic, but it's actually coming back. I had to put the humidity dome over the top of it to give it that terrarium deal because it was going away. I think it'll come back to life, I believe. It's just too dry in here. It's winter time. I don't have a humidifier. I have a dehumidifier, but not a humidifier. So we're around about 25% in here, which is okay for most of the plants. Normally I'd run like up in the 40%, but a little dry for that guy. They don't like to be fed, it says on the container, but they don't mind a little food. This right here, you know, I don't know what those are. I'm not sure what I've got growing there. Those might be beets starting to come up. And then again, I got some catnip, some oregano, something else, can't remember. And they're just slowly coming up there. And in the middle, I planted one of these squash. So I'll vine that up and let those grow down low. Got my cord out of the way. Sorry if I'm a little bouncy here. I'm really trying hard to be smooth. Those are tulips. I got 5 tulip bulbs I dropped in there. And I believe that's a beet right in the middle of seed I must have dropped in there. And then I got some tulips coming up there too. And they're those particular tulips. Not a big tulip fan, but I was at the hardware store and they were trying to bloom, and it was winter time and they were going to die if they got put outside, so I think I got them for almost free. Here's my peas. It's too hot in here. They don't really want to grow. So I might just kind of limp them on until the first frost comes here, or is gone in a few months. Let's see if I can plant them outside on my fence. I'm not sure it's going to produce in here. Now this watermelon, on the other hand, holy smokes. that's only like 3 or 4 weeks old. It's from seed. Those leaves grew up last week. In fact, those small leaves weren't even there a couple of days ago. This guy's, and these are the small ones that are about the size of the cantaloupe. Can't remember what they call them. Beautiful plant though. And then, I don't know if you saw my last video, but I dropped a couple tulips in here. I just wanted to see how the roots grew and whatnot. They're growing just as fast as the other plants, and the roots have grown about 1 inch on one and up to a couple inches on the other one. And I just spraying water right on the roots, the nutrient. They're actually pretty healthy. I'm surprised. I thought they'd have to have a little dirt on them to really work. And then, of course, my pineapple plant here. And it's hydroponic. All this is hydroponic. Beautiful little plant. I hope it's tasty. I'll be tearing the top off this baby and growing the next one. As you pull the top off here. And when you take the fruit and you replant this part here, right back in the soil, and give it some nutrient, and you're off and running. So, quite a beautiful plant. I don't know what kind of pineapple it is. If anybody knows, let me know. And let's see. Well, that's about it. Get back here and turn this off, and if you have any questions, just give me a holler.